Can you even see me?
Can you hear me?
The weather hasn't been this nice in so long. I don't even know how to act. Like, I don't even know what to believe. I always have this weird feeling that I'm always being watched. I don't know if this is like the surveillance state of it all, or if this is just like my paranoia. And I always feel so awkward when I record in public. Even here, like I'm literally at the pool by myself, not a single person in sight. I think they're even doing work on the clubhouse, so there shouldn't be anyone here. And yet I literally still always feel like somebody's watching and judging me. And I always feel awkward like when I'm doing this, like, oh, look at her, she's adjusting the camera. Okay. This is my life. I always have this weird like inner critiquing, whatever, voice. That's just like, someone is judging you and they don't like you. I think me always being paranoid that someone is watching me, and then that someone also just happens to be like my worst enemy who hates everything I do, is actually a reflection of all of the past experiences and just negativity that I have harbored, dare I say, along the years. If I watch this video back, my hair's messed up. This video may not hit the net. It may not hit the net. Like, isn't it crazy? So many of your experiences as like a child or like an adolescence, whatever, growing up, can really shape even your inner monologue. Whether or not that voice is like positive or negative, a lot of it ties to how you were raised, and obviously you can have your personal like viewpoints, but a lot of that is really shaped by our environment and our caregivers. And I feel like in my case, I've always had this voice that is like, not like a voice like the voices, but more so like just this inner monologue that like, don't do that, that's embarrassing, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Like, you're embarrassing yourself, someone's watching you, they don't like you, like, you shouldn't have talked that much, you should have just been quiet, why'd you do it? You know what I mean? For the longest, bro, the longest, man. Yo, I'm a little uncomfortable and I still have yet to eat, guys. I don't know, okay, a short pause, but I don't know what my family's been up to, if they just decided that eating, like they were just gonna stop eating when I left for college, but ever since I've been back, like, or maybe they eat out now, maybe that's why the fridge looks so bony. I'm here, I'm looking in the fridge. Okay, anyway, that's besides the point. I don't know what the heck they've been eating. Like, we used to have Honey Nut Cheerios, now we only have Cheerios. I don't know why this household has gone skinny on me, but please don't do that. I need to find a more comfortable position because my neck is like crooked. Anyway, don't even matter because the UV is 8. This might be the angle. That was a lot to do. That was a lot. My neck is tense. I need to focus on actually today. As I was saying, whatever your inner voice sounds like, a lot of that is shaped by just the way you grew up. What was the most prevalent voice in your life growing up? I think the most prevalent voice in my life was caution. And I think caution is just a really, really good disguise for fear. A lot of it was, don't go to that area, do well in school, or else you won't do well in life. Be careful what you say, because they could come back. Well, you know, that's valid. That one's valid. A lot of it was fear. Walking on eggshells, trying not to make somebody upset, or trying not to embarrass myself, or trying to do good for the sake of someone else. A lot of it was like caution. Be careful. Don't do this. Don't do that. So now I've had to do the work as an adult, as a 20-year-old, to realize, hey, I really walk around with a lot of fear, a lot of caution. And I think that was made especially prevalent to me when I moved to New York last August. Started school there last semester. You know, after it hit like 9-10, I would be skedaddling to get back to the dorms in fear of, like, mind you, girl, you are in Midtown Manhattan, baby. Okay, the most you're gonna see is like a crackhead or two, but they're really not touching you. But I really was so afraid, and I'm so embarrassed because it really feels like it's such a sheltered point of view to be like, I'm so scared of everything. But like, that is how I live my life. Not even in New York, but in the freaking the suburbs. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed, bro. Oh my gosh. But no. Okay, you gotta think, yo, this is Florida, bro. This is Florida. Like, a lot of places like gated communities, okay? So I would be afraid. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna get me because I'm not in a gated community. I literally feel like the most sheltered, like privileged. Like, this must be how white people feel all the time about everything. All that background, everything I just said, basically to say, the main voice in my life has been fear. Fear of embarrassing myself, fear of being hurt, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, much fear. So when it comes to what I even do right now, making videos, editing them, posting them online, there has has been so much fear that I've had to work through being like seen. My nervous system just does not recognize the difference between being chased through the jungle by like 13 orangutan, 12 jaguars, 11 snakes, you know what I mean? The difference between that and being perceived by others. And you would think after 2 years of consistently posting myself online that this is something that would go away, but it doesn't. Doing this is more so just like helping me deal with that better or move through that. It's so funny because like I think my biggest thing is like I want to be seen and I want to be understood by the people around me and like my family, the people that I grace my presence with. And I found that so many times I'm just like, why does nobody see me? Like, why does nobody understand me? Like, why are not seeing me? And then I've been given the opportunity to be able to voice my thoughts on the internet, and people who relate to that experience can see themselves through me, which means they see me, they understand me. And I've shied away from that. I haven't been consistent, with YouTube, knowing that I really do enjoy this. And it's all because it's like this big old fear of like somebody is watching and judging you. Not only are they watching your every move, but they don't like what you do either. Said who? Who is telling me that I need to be scared? People are from my past are watching me and judging me. Like, who is telling me that? I'll tell you who. That little voice in your head built up from 2 decades of BS of people projecting fear onto me. Schoolmates, acquaintances, friends, cousins, the dog, the fish, the cat was home when you left, and that's the reason you left, everybody. And I have taken these and I have ran with it, and I have shaped so many of my internal beliefs around literal projections from other people. And I think just now kind of realizing that it is my responsibility to acknowledge that, validate that, and then also, okay girl, what are we gonna do? I have lived so much life based on other people's terms. I've literally formed entire identities around what people have wanted me to be. I think it's time for me to literally boss up. So with that, I really encourage whoever is watching to really take an objective look at what your inner monologue is like. Genuinely, how do you talk to yourself? Not only when you're just doing good, but when things aren't panning out the way that you want it to be, or you're not hitting the goals that you set for yourself, or you know what I mean, you're struggling in learning a new skill. Sit down and examine the way that you talk to yourself. Because if you're anything like me, why am I my worst bully? I'm so, I always try my, I always am very picky with the words I say because the internet never forgets. But okay, I always try my best to be my version of what I think is a good person, and that includes uplifting the people around me, being kind, when it comes to other people. But when it comes to myself, I've been the meanest little critiquer ever. I've been so rude. I've been like, hey, so why have you not perfected this on first try? Why are you not immediately amazing at everything you do? You know what I mean? And it's I would never fix my mouth to even dream of saying something like that to someone else. So why am I so comfortable with that being my internal monologue 24/7? Why am I okay with that? And why are you okay with whatever your internal monologue is if it isn't uplifting, encouragement? Why are you okay with that? If you are someone who struggles with self-concept or your identity, or it's just even the way that you talk to yourself or you view yourself, it literally does not have to stay that way. I used to hate so many parts of myself. I don't know if I really want to air it out on the internet, but I used to literally walk around with so much self-hatred. Then it was so deeply ingrained, I didn't even know it was self-hatred. I just thought this is just what everyone thinks about themselves. No, once you realize there's an issue and you're not treating yourself the way that you would want to be treated, that you would treat others, whatever, that is the point that actual tangible change can you see my feet? That is the point where actual change can happen. And I believe in you. And I believe in you, and I believe in me. And I know that this weird voice that is always telling me somebody's watching, maybe I can turn it into someone's watching. Somebody is watching, babe. You got opportunities, babe. You got powers. Boo. But my thing is okay, if somebody is watching, if I can't get rid of that weird, can the person watching me be nice? Can the person watching me have a bucket full of opportunities waiting for me? Can that be the person that's watching me? Why does it have to be my biggest hater? Why are they watching me? Why are they watching me? And why am I giving them a platform in my mind to watch me? Baby, I got supporters. I got sponsors. I got friends. I have community. I have support. I have good people watching me. So, hello, pool people and the many people that I've passed as I'm making this video, they're watching me. They're watching and they're rooting for me and clapping their 2 little hands in support, because the people that are watching me want to see me grow, and the people who don't want to see me grow, they don't exist in my mind. I don't give them a platform to thrive, and that's the change that I want to make, or I am making. Whatever your inner don't look at my feet. Whatever your inner monologue is looking like, you can change it. You can decide, hey, I actually don't want to have negative thoughts about myself all the time and exist in that, and you have the full power and control to change that. Isn't that crazy? That's literally crazy. It's really cool. Okay, I'm being seen, and people who are waiting with opportunities are watching me. They're literally begging, hands and knees. Fatima, we want to support you. Fatima, no, we want to fly Fatima. Okay, those are the people that are watching me. So if I can't get rid of this weird watchful eye, we're gonna make the watchful eye very nice. The watchful eye loves me. Yeah, thank you for watching. I really encourage you to dive within, do a little bit of that shadow work, baby. The shadow work isn't that intimidating once you like put a little light on there, put a little spotlight there. Yo, I'm gonna finish my tanning. See you guys next week, this same time next week. Yeah. I don't trust any kid's water bottle, bro. I'm sorry. I don't trust it. I just know you throw this around during recess. I really do enjoy like these kind of sit down videos. Maybe I think that's what I need to lean more into. I think the biggest thing with me in posting is like when you have ideas that flood your brain, sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming with the execution. But I think sometimes the easiest step to take is just pick the low-hanging fruit, babe. Go by the pool, go do something you're already gonna do, go tan by the pool and bring your mic in and talk to the people, because the people want to hear ya. So I guess that's also something I need to also tell myself, like it doesn't have to be perfect, all you have to do is participate.